when I look outside at these agricultural fields, I see a place where the food could be locally grown, organically, where we wouldn't have to worry about pesticides in the air or in the water or on the land. We'd easily be able to walk around and get to the resources that we need on a daily basis here in our own community, and be able to go to places where community members could just go be together, like community gardens and the various empty plots already here in the neighborhood, where things could be grown seasonally, or a small orchard could be planted to help multiple generations. And old structures could be used to house all the tools that we need, or even hold gardening classes. Additionally, there could be accessible gardens in these types of places for people of different abilities to still be able to participate. And over here, at the corner of Darling Road and Wells Road, this 4.7 acre virgin land would be perfect for a community garden. In the 24 years that I've lived here, this land hasn't been used for active agriculture, nor has anything been built on it, meaning it probably is close to being free of any contaminants. Also, it's exactly the amount of space needed to feed the 10% of people who live here in the census tract below the poverty line, and it would feed them for an entire year. With all of that said, with all of the production, we're going to need a permanent place for the farmers market, the Saticoy Depot. If it was fully restored and operational alongside the Santa Paula branch line trail, we would have multiple types of transportation for pedestrian traffic. Saticoy Depot could also house more events, like an outdoor movie night for multiple people in multiple neighborhoods. And we don't have to stop there. The operational train and the Santa Paula branch line trail could connect Piru to the ocean, furthermore increasing pedestrian traffic and helping people commute to work, community college, and bringing in more produce from Fillmore and Piru to the various communities and local entrepreneurs like those running Microenterprise home kitchen operations. In 2018, a California bill was passed and made effective starting January 2019 to allow people to create meals from their homes and be able to sell them. In 2023, another bill was passed to adjust the gross sales of these micro-enterprise home kitchen operations to be over $100,000 as it increases with inflation. And today, in 2025, it is at approximately $107,000 of gross sales can be done by a micro-enterprise home kitchen operation. These bills created a low starting cost opportunity for people to be able to have a side gig, work from home, or even change careers. Along with that, if the community center was open to the community, people who want to grow in the food service industry could use the commercial kitchen here. Or it could be used by many residents here that could come together, cook together in order to help feed all of their families. Or help teach people things like food prep. The community center could also be a place for a neighborhood game night, English as second language classes, finance classes, or like Ventura County Behavioral Health is doing in other places, a safe place to get to know one another. Furthermore, we still have our corner stores, which throughout the week can be an access point for people to be able to buy fresh, healthy food. And here at Yetto's, it could even include already made pasta dishes, salads, and cooked meats, because there's a commercial kitchen in the back. Now, in order to accomplish these various goals, I do need help. Some easy things that you can do is like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe for future videos. You can also have a regular conversation with the people you already interact with about what you just learned. If you know anybody who has skills, time, or resources that could help any of these goals and can give once, multiple times, or continually, send them my way. My phone number is 620-2577. We will need businesses, organizations, nonprofits, social groups, churches, community members, and people who work in local government in different departments and representatives to come together to be able to accomplish these goals. Next, attend your local government meetings. The Design Review Committee of Ventura is meeting this Wednesday, November 5th at 5:30 p.m. One of the agenda items is what is to be built on that 4.7 acre lot that I showed you at the corner of Darling and Wells Road. The proposed construction is to build 2 fast food restaurants that have drive-thrus, a 16 gas pump station, a market, and 47 luxury apartments, with 7 of them being affordable. So come help oppose it, because the planification is from 2009 and is outdated. This way of building communities does not create financial stability that would help reduce poverty or food insecurity. It actually heightens it. Why? When you don't own where you live, regular expenses increase, rent increases, and your wages don't increase to the same amount, and you don't have access to land to grow your own food, you'll be food insecure. It's why America hasn't solved food insecurity. The cycle will continue, and food banks will keep asking for more money, more donations, more volunteers, and have the need to meet more people's needs. While we are thankful for their service in helping people in need, wouldn't it be better to build communities that don't end up in this way? So you can attend in person. The meeting will be held at the community room at City Hall on 501 Poli Street in Ventura, California. There is public comment for you to be able to speak at the meeting. And if you really can't make it in person, there is the option to hear the meeting online and submit public comment online. If you aren't able to participate in the virtual meeting, you can still submit a public comment online. The link will be in the description box. And I tell you about this because every comment counts. The committee members are seeing how many people said similar things, opposing or wanting what is to be constructed there. They're taking into account the quantity of people and what they're saying. Lastly, you don't have to live right next to the construction zone in order to attend the meeting. You can come whether you are within the city limits of Ventura, or if you're in Saticoy, or if you're further down the street off of Pettit's, Katuma, Darling Road, or further into Ventura. Other meetings to be on the lookout for is the Saticoy Municipal Advisory Committee meetings. They're held at the Jose Flores Community Center here in Saticoy. It is usually the first Monday of the month, in which November 10th, 2025 is the upcoming meeting at 6 p.m. Just like the other meeting, you don't have to live in Saticoy to come to the meeting. You're welcome to come. And let's be honest, the decisions need to be more collaborative between Saticoy and Ventura, as physically we're only separated by the lines drawn on paper of what are the city limits. Another specific way that you can help is signing your name to the letter to Ventura County to opt into Microenterprise home kitchen operations. The link is in the description box. If you would like to write your own letter, there is a link to a template of a letter made by Peter Rudock that you can use to send to your local city council members or board of supervisors. Lastly, a highly important action step for you is to sign up for spray days by the California Department of Pesticide Regulation. Here in the Census Tract, we are highly exposed to pesticides, and we're not the only ones. Through spray days, you will receive notifications to your phone or your email or both about restricted pesticide usage in your area. It will help you take necessary precautions and hopefully bring clarity to some health issues you have had or are starting to experience. Please note that spray days will only alert you about restricted pesticide usage in your area. And currently, the law does not require the farmer to directly notify you or place any large signage on their farm about their use of restricted or non-restricted pesticides. If you want to know about non-restricted pesticide usage in your area, you will have to submit a form to the Ventura County Commissioner office. In the description box, you will find the virtual form to submit to request these records. I take time to communicate all of this because those health issues you've been experiencing might be from pesticide exposure. It might be a reoccurring cough, dizziness, fainting, low blood pressure, earaches and inflammation, but no infection, or other things, depending on the pesticide, the level of exposure, and the ongoing exposure you may have. You may have minimized your own symptoms or thought you found the cause. The symptoms might be getting worse, and the treatment that you were doing might not be working. When this happens, we end up underreporting the effects of pesticides in communities. More people get sick, people get sicker, and they end up having to pay expensive health bills that are ever increasing. To top it off, the underreporting causes there to be no data to show that the use of pesticides in the community is actually hurting the community. And that means we won't be able to change laws that are currently in place to be able to help the communities who are experiencing this. If you think you are having symptoms from pesticide exposure, if it's life or death, please call 911. If it's not, please make an appointment with your doctor and call the Ventura County Commissioner office at 805-388-4222. To learn more, check out Californians for Pesticide Reform. We will be having a local event here on November 18th, 2025 at 12 p.m. in Oxnard at Plaza Park. The event will be held in English, Spanish, and Mixteco. The event will be focused on calling for the government to stop using pesticides that have been banned in 40 other countries on active agriculture, especially farms next to schools. I'll see you there.